I'm glad I kept the voice, though. It was the android named Lucy Valentine who had greeted me at the door. Are my eyes playing tricks on me? There's no way that useless thing could be standing there talking to me. And what's with that smile? I double check. You're Lucy, right?
はい、そうですよ。ルーシーは他でもないルーシーです。
Well, I guess that settles it. How'd you end up like this?
はい、マスター。どうなっているかと言いますと
That voice and your face. And you're standing on your own, right?
はい、もちろんです、マスター。ルーシーは今、2本足で立っているんです。えへん。
That's really cute. Okay. Lucy puffs up her chest looking proud. I mean, that's not really something to be proud of, but thinking back to how she was before, it was damn well impressive. You do look better now, so there's nothing wrong with you anymore?
はい、マスター。今のルーシーは体が軽く、すぐにでも飛べそうなくらいですよ。
For emphasis, she spins in place like an excited ballerina. She had the appearance of a mature, well-pampered maiden, yet at the same time, looked silly like a child. But her spin abruptly ends as she crashes onto the floor. And there goes my peace of mind.
まだ元通りにはなってないみたいですね。
Lucy smiles sheepishly. Well, I'm at a loss for words. That deceptively human voice. Her vibrant personality full of such emotion. Her face displaying all manner of expressions. Each movement bursts with spirited passion. To say that I'm amazed would be a gross understatement. My brain's turned to mush. I can't I can't either, damn. Jeez. I can't utter a single word. I won't show it on the outside. It's weakness to lose control of your emotions. All that plus, I don't want to admit to her that I'm surprised. That's one heck of a change in just a few hours.
初めてマスターに褒めてもらいました。嬉しい。
I'm complimenting the guy who fixed you up, of course.
そんな。
The look of disappointment on her face was quite surreal. How can I possibly explain this? Magic? Had she been enchanted by a witch? Old childhood stories spring to mind. The nine-tailed fox who desired to become human. The little mermaid who also wished to become human. What happened to them? Let's just say they didn't get a happy ending. But this robot makes me think, if that little mermaid's wish ever came true, wouldn't she be celebrating just like this? Enough of this claptrap. Back to the matter at hand, which is, where's the repairman? Say, what happened to the guy who put you in charge?
はい。店長さんは必要な物資を調達するために出かけています。
He's not here? What about his store?
お店は立派な店員が代わりに当番しています。
An assistant where?
あはんあはん。
So where is this assistant?
あはんあはん。
I don't see anyone.
あはん。
Well, that sure took the wind out of her sails. She's having more highs and lows than a bipolar patient. Feeling bad for her, I decide to drop the act. Okay, I get it. You're the one in charge for the time being.
そうです、マスター。今はルーシーが店番をしています。
She sure bounced back fast. Moreover, what's the deal with the repairman? Leaving Lucy to take care of the store on the first day he's met her? Such a ditzy robot? You'd have to be a few cards short of a full deck to think that was a smart idea.
マスター、何か考え事でも。
I'm not thinking about anything. Stop calling me master all the time. Oh, and can you stop calling me master all the time?
でも、マスターはマスターです。
Use my name instead.
でも、ルーシーはマスターの名前を知りません。 これを機に教えてください。
True, I botched it up last time. Let's run through the choices. Oh god. Should I just do my YouTube name? Yeah, probably. Abyssle? I have an even better name. The name is Mr. Handsome.
マスター、そんな嘘は通じません。他人を騙すなんて良くないです。嘘は罪です。
So you're telling me that I'm ugly?
いえいえいえいえ、そういう意味で言ったわけでは。ミスです、ミス。
This is amazing. She curls up instinctively, thinking she may be scolded for messing up.
そうでなくて、名前に嘘をついたらダメってことです。本当の名前を教えてください。
Really? Why do you think I'm pulling your leg?
さっき名前を入力しているのを見ました。
Oh, come on. Even the game's working against me. Forget it. Just call me Master.
はい、マスター。
That's one way they can go about not having to, like, voice line a bunch of shit or just not voice line it at all, right? That's a cute way to do it, too. I like it.
マスター、
What?
マスタ
What do you want?
ー、なんとなく呼んでみました。
Are you messing with me?
いえいえ、めっそうもございません。マスターと呼べる方がいてとっても嬉しいです。だからなんとなく呼んでみました。
She cracks a wide smile. If she were human, I think she was on drugs. But for a robot, maybe she's still got a screw loose. Or her programming's still corrupt. Whatever the case, I just can't get a beat on her. Where's that stupid repairman? God, how long am I gonna wait here? 10 minutes later. Okay, I was like, hour? No, please. The man in question finally shows up. As soon as we lock eyes, the guy makes a beeline towards me and nearly bowls me over as he pleads. Please let me have Lucy. What kind of screwed up situation is this? It's like he's asking for my daughter's hand in marriage. I shoot back. No, I will not let you marry her. Oh, what are you on about? You hire something? That's my line. What do you think you're doing? The owner takes some time to collect himself. Maybe I got a bit carried away. Kid, how about I pawn you that android off you? Now, why am I not surprised? You want me to sell her? Yeah, I can give you this much. He takes out his calculator and shows me the figures. My mind goes numb for 5 seconds. Are you serious? Of course. What do you think? Not a bad deal for a student, right? It's a ton of dough even for an adult. That's, well, with the state this place is in, I don't think he has that kind of capital. He's obviously desperate. I stare at Lucy in silence. The android's frozen like a statue. The face of hers almost looks sad, like a slave about to be sold off at auction. Oh, maybe that's a bit extreme. He's not about to eat you alive or anything. Turn back to face the repairman. You'd pay this much. Do you really think that Lucy is worth that kind of money? Of course! He yells in excitement. Jeez. Deafened much? Listen carefully. Any decently priced robot model comes with an AI or a module that allows them to mimic human emotion. You know this much, right? Sure. Well, creating such a module is an incredibly complex process. Even then, do you know how well they perform? Compared to a real person, they're still a long ways off. Right. Even cutting edge, their mimicking emotion is rudimentary at best. We're still not at that stage where it's considered genuine. I think I'm getting to see the picture here. Looking back at Lucy, I start to put together what he's trying to tell me. You're a sharp one. Teaching kids pretty well these days. So you savvy what I'm saying? I'll just go with the logical one. So you're telling me that Lucy is an exceptionally intelligent robot capable of processing natural human emotions. Honestly, I was quite surprised about that as well. I've never seen such a robot that could emulate a real person so well. Even the new models nowadays reveal their flaws after a minute-long conversation, but I couldn't sense anything particularly out of place when chatting with Lucy. It just felt like talking to a real person. Yep. To put it simply, this is a person made out of metal. A human robot. An Iron Maiden. Revolution in the robotics industry. The guy who created Lucy must have been a true genius. Sorry, I said that a little bit wrong, whatever. Uh-huh. That aside, good thing he caught himself before calling Lucy in a certain power armor wearing superhero. Nobody likes patent infringement lawsuits. Anyway, if she was such a spectacular robot, would she really be thrown away like that? I did run into something weird. There's some sort of built-in protection feature that was stopping the robot from working properly. Protection feature. Rings a bell, something the junk version Lucy might have mentioned yesterday. Whatever it was, she seems to be doing fine now. And you removed it? Yeah, it wasn't too difficult, since it was just one of those you put on display models. I'm just curious as to why they would bother doing such a thing before throwing it away. He appears to be lost in thought. Might mean that the inventor wanted to keep this new technology sealed away from humanity. If not, then maybe... What if there was a serious bug? That's what I thought too, so I ran some tests but found nothing. It's safe to say that she won't be harming anyone. Why would she ever want to harm people? I'm just saying that she properly obeys the 3 laws of robotics. At least she won't be a threat. 3 laws of robotics. 1. A robot may not injure a human being or, through inaction, allow a human being to come to harm. 2. A robot must obey the orders given to it by human beings except where such orders would conflict with the first law. 3. A robot must protect its own existence as long as such protection does not conflict with the first or second law. These laws enable humans to keep control of robots. They make sure that humans will always have authority over robots. That's how we can avert any catastrophe. I've heard that if a robot ever disobeys one of the laws, it would immediately shut itself down under any circumstance. That's why there aren't any glaring flaws to the system. I shift my focus back to the numbers displayed on the calculator, glancing at Lucy. I'm reminded of a forlorn puppy, and it's really bothering me. With sudden determination, she approaches me.
マスター、お話中申し訳ございませんが。
What's wrong?
多目的用途として作られたルーシーは本当に様々なところで応用が可能です。間違いなくいろいろなところでお役に立てると思います。
Yes, and?
ですから、
So what?
私、
I never get tired of seeing Lucy look so depressed. It seems to satisfy the hidden sadist within me. She's really trying to put on a show for me. Essentially, she's a self-advertising product. You don't see that every day. Willing to go this far for me. It'd be too cruel to let her go at this point. I'm not gonna make it a deal, don't worry. As I finished my sentence, the looks on their faces were different as night and day. The repairman sulks while Lucy breathes a sigh of relief. Anyway, she's good to go now, right? Here you go. I resignedly fork over the money. All my hard-earned cash. Bitterly, the repairman accepts the payment after a moment's hesitation. She's better. Be careful not to put any strain on her legs for a while. Keep it light and cut down on the exertions. Sure. So we gotta play piggyback again. Wonderful. She's not too heavy, so I can manage. Thanks for all your help. You guys really got it bad. Practically bleeding out over the android. Maybe I'll throw him a bone. Look, we'll do a regular checkup. Sound good? Okay, but make sure to treat her well. And don't overwork her too much, alright? See you later too, Lucy. You can come visit anytime. Look on his face while waving goodbye to Lucy was truly a spectacle. This time, he seemed to be the father seeing his daughter leave with another man. Guy's completely out of it. I definitely made the right choice. Exiting, we head out to the sidewalk. I stop in my tracks. In silence, I kneel down facing away from Lucy. Hop up. Add an explanation to make sure she understands. That means you lightly put your arms around my neck and climb onto my back.
Master, ちょっとお聞きしますが。
What is it?
バカだと思っていますか?
I guess I no longer have to worry about being choked to death. Yeah, it's gonna take a little while to get used to for him, huh? I feel her weight gradually shift onto my back. For a robot, she's very light. She's probably measured to weigh as a normal girl. Huh?
どうしましたか?
No, it's nothing. As soon as she climbs onto my back, I can't help but notice a fragrant aroma rising from her body. Neither too intense nor fleeting, it gently spreads evenly along my nose. It starts with a sweet, fruity scent reminiscent of a youthful girl. Yet there is a hint of spice akin to a mature woman. It doesn't fail to stimulate the mind of a teenage boy going through puberty. This is bad. I never experienced something like this. Didn't happen this morning, but why now? It's probably because of the smell. It wasn't there earlier. Feeling a little faint, I desperately try to grasp the situation.
脈拍が突然上がっています。マスター、どうかされましたか?
She's measuring my heart rate? That's not fair. I feel a little embarrassed for revealing that I'm a nervous wreck right now. Unable to hold back, I decide to be honest. That smell, what is it? Can I go back? I didn't mean to skip that. Whatever.
この匂いですか? 店長さんがいくつかプレゼントしてくれたんです。女性だから自己管理は徹底しないと、と。
She takes out a bottle of perfume amongst many other makeup accessories. Jeez, that guy is scary. Really scary. He's the type of person who'd spend the whole day forcing his pet dog into different clothing. If you consider that as animal abuse, wouldn't this be some kind of robot harassment? Well, I don't know. All this stuff just for a robot. What a silly guy. Why are you laughing?
わかりませんが、自然と出てきます。
Had I just been seduced by a robot? Oh, there goes all my dignity as a human being.
重くないですか?
What are you going on about now? I purposely try to sound irritated. It doesn't affect her in any way, though. Or anyway, however.
ルーシーの体重くないですか?
Of course you're heavy. You're lighter than I expected. Well, you're lighter than I expected.
本当ですか?
Yeah.
お世辞じゃないですよね。女性を上げて落とすのは良くないですよ。
What the fuck? Is that supposed to be funny? Have you been deceived all your life? Maybe I was being too rough on her. I didn't think she'd start being so skeptical. Before I ruin her completely, I decided to treat her a little kinder from now on. I hear a small giggle coming from my back. Would a robot really feel that flattered to be called light? I don't know. Humans can't be expected to understand a robot's heart. Soon enough, the streets became immersed in the orange glow of the evening sun. The scenery was changing more slowly than usual today. Maybe it's because I'd been carrying Lucy on my back. But it's not that a lot of time has passed. Winter was just on the way, as evidenced by these increasingly shorter days. Lucy hasn't said anything for a while. I steal a glance at her, wondering if she's asleep, but she's not. She appears to be lost in thought, staring at everything in sight. She looks like a child inside a pleasant dream. I can see her eyes sparkling. Is it really that fascinating?
何がですか?
This place.
はい。本当に素晴らしいと思います。
I can't say if I agree with that. Unlike downtown, there aren't many distractions here to keep us busy. Nor are we near any beautiful landscapes. We're just walking down a plain old street that you can find anywhere. What part of this place do you find marvelous?
すべてです。
Everything?
はい。すべてが素晴らしいです。昔は外出するときも許可が必要でしたから。外に出てこんな風に散歩する機会は数えるほどしかありませんでした。そうですね。強いて言えば、こうして動いている間にも周りの景色が変わっていくのが素晴らしいと思います。ルーシーの知らない風景がまた別の何かに変わっていく姿が、こうしてゆっくり景色を眺められるということが、そういうのがとても不思議に思います。本当に素晴らしいと思います。
I see. I couldn't relate to the sensation she just described.
Master?
What is it?
本当に申し訳ありません。
What's with you all of a sudden? I'm caught off guard by the unexpected apology. Had she really done anything wrong?
ルーシーが今日迷惑ばかりかけましたよね。申し訳ございません。もともとは落ち着いた性格で、制作段階では他人を理解できる包容力をメインコンセプトにして設計されたのですが。
If found it strange how Lucy was telling me what kind of person she was supposed to be. If anyone other than Lucy had told me the same thing, I'd probably have laughed at them. Anyone by themselves will never be able to find out what kind of person he truly is. Sitting in front of a mirror reveals all the flaws of your body. Sitting in front of a person reveals all the flaws in your personality. If you ever want to find out something about yourself, it needs to be reflected back at you by something else. That is why attempting to describe your own personality is the same as describing what kind of person you'd actually want to be. It'd just be a bunch of pretentious nonsense. But this is only the case for humans. Lucy is an android. She's not human. That's why it doesn't sound strange coming from her.
初めてマスターになる人に巡り会えて嬉しかったんです。久しぶりの起動だったからか騒ぎ立ててしまったこともありますが。
It was such a natural explanation about how she felt. She was happy to meet her first master. And she was happy to be able to finally move around again. You've never served anyone else before?
はい。マスターが初めてのマスターです。
Is that so? So she's a new model that no one has ever touched. That line of thinking sounds dirty, but that's not what I mean.
研究所にいた頃は楽しかったです。そこにいたみんながよくしてくれました。いろいろな話をして、いろいろなことを教わりました。
A lab, did she say? I'm sure they treated her well.
何か面白い答えを出したり、指示された行動をすると、たくさんの人が喜んでくれたんです。特に真面目に貢献した時には、ルーシーは本当に賢いと頭を撫でながら褒めてくださいました。ルーシーはそれがとても嬉しかった。嬉しくて、もっとたくさんのことを学び、もっとたくさん話をしました。そうすればするほど、もっと可愛がってくれたんです。
They were probably just testing her abilities. In my mind, I found the whole scenario unsettling. To Lucy, however, it's a treasured memory of her past. But there's an important question yet to be answered. Then why were you abandoned? I've always been meaning to ask her, but I can't easily bring myself to do so. I ask myself why. Maybe it's because I'm starting to care about this robot's feelings? I shake my head. That's just plain nuts. It's only because she sounds like a real person. It's a dangerous thought. Let's get it out of my head. I blurt out the question. Then why were you abandoned? Lucy goes silent. Nothing is said for a while. The quietness stretches into awkward silence. I start to regret asking the
み
question.
んな、ルーシーのことが嫌いになったのだと思います。
With those words, Lucy finally breaks the silence.
いつからかみんな、ルーシーに笑いかけなくなりました。みんな、ルーシーを褒めてくれなくなりました。みんな、ルーシーのメインシステムを起動してくれなくなりました。予備電力で時間が経つのだけは感知できました。何もできないまま、ただ時間だけが過ぎていく感覚だけを感じ、永遠のように感じられる日々が続きました。そしてある日、
Lucy goes silent once more. Then one day she found herself left in the dust. That's what she probably wanted to say. Maybe they didn't like something about her, or they found a significant flaw within her design. But I don't like the fact that they had just tossed her aside after giving her so much love and attention. Aren't they being too inconsiderate? A small rage boils inside of me, directed at those cruel researchers with no sense of responsibility. When I regain my senses after a few seconds, I become surprised at how angry I was. What was I thinking? They were just throwing away a failed experiment. The object on my back is nothing more than an impressive fake. She's not real. She's not a living creature. It's only natural that useless machinery is thrown away. There's no need for me to be so angry.
マスター、また脈拍が上がっています。どうかしましたか？
It's nothing. And stop measuring that all the time.
でも、自動で体温を測るようプログラムされています。
Then it's an order. I order you not to measure anything from now on.
命令ですか？それでは仕方ありませんね。
There's another silence, but this time not an unpleasant one.
ですから、マスターにはとても感謝しています。
I just can't seem to figure out this robot's train of thought. What?
捨てられて、どのくらいの時が流れたのかわかりません。でも、ルーシーにとっては永遠にも等しい時間でした。周りは暗闇で、人の気配など全くなくて、とても暗くて、とても静かで、とても寂しかった。そんな中、マスターの声が聞こえました。
I don't remember talking to you like that.
それでも、ルーシーにとってはまるで天使のささやきのようでした。何もない暗闇の中に初めて一筋の光が差したのです。ルーシーに何度も何度も声をかけてくれました。
Man, this is eating at my heartstrings. Come on. This is just the start of the game. Please. Fuck me. Give me a break here. Come on. You're overreacting. She's definitely going overboard with this. I just happened to notice her while casually passing
マ
by.
スターに気づいてもらえるよう必死でした。残りの力を振り絞って、そしたら今まで動かなかった腕が動いたのです。
There were only a few words which didn't contain any significant meaning. And it was only a moment's whim that I'd taken her home. But I was surprised those simple actions were such a big help to the robot.
ルーシーに手を差し伸べてくれたこと、本当に感謝しています。
Being able to say the most embarrassing things without hesitation. I guess that's one of the advantages of being a robot. I can feel my face beginning to flush. I quickly duck in order to hide my embarrassment. Shut up. I'm gonna make you pay for what you're worth, so you better be ready for it.
はい、マスター。覚悟しておきます。
What's so funny? Why do you keep laughing like that? It's creeping me out.
わかりません。さっきから笑いが自然とこみ上げてくるんです。故障みたいです。どうしましょう。